Clan Macdowall is a Scottish clan. History. Origins of the clan. The name Macdowall is from the district of Galloway, which itself was named after the Gallia Gaelic settlers of the 7th and 8th centuries. There are many legends surrounding the foundation of the princedom of Galloway, and even historian Alexander Nisbet narrated that Dovell of Galloway killed Nuthatus the tyrant in 230 BC. The royal house of Galloway is said to have also resisted the Romans, and Nisbet also stated that it was because of these early deeds that the lords included a fierce lion on the shield with a royal crown. The lords of Galloway were powerful and scattered the princedom with abbeys and priories. Ferguses of Galloway flourished in the reign of David I of Scotland, and he divided his princedom between his sons. One of his sons or grandsons was Dougal. The last native lord of Galloway was Alan, who died in about 1234. Alan's daughter was Devagilla, who married Baliol, lord of Barnard Castle. The son was John, who claimed Galloway through his mother. In 1295, Baliol, as lord of Galloway, granted a charter of the lands of Garthland to Dougal. In 1296, both Dougal and Fergus Macdowall appear on the Ragman roll swearing fealty to Edward I of England. 14th, 15th and 16th centuries. Dougal's grandson was Fergus, III of Garthland, who during the reign of David II of Scotland was Sheriff Depute for Kirkcudbright. His grandson was Sir Fergus Macdowall, the 5th Laird, who in 1401 was taken prisoner at the Battle of Homeldom by the English. Uchted, the 9th of Garthland, married Isabel Gordon of the branch of the Clan Gordon who controlled Loch Inver. However, he and his son Thomas were both killed at the Battle of Flodden in 1513 along with James IV of Scotland. John the 11th Laird was also killed fighting the English at the Battle of Pinkie-Cleugh in 1547. John had passed his estates to his son, another Uchted, before going to war. This Uchted was implicated in the raid of Ruthven when the Earl of Gowrie and other Protestant nobles kidnapped the young James VI of Scotland in 1582 and held him at Ruthven Castle and later Edinburgh Castle. Uchted was later pardoned in 1584 for his involvement in the conspiracy and received a fresh charter from the king for the barony of Garthland and Corswall. Modern history. James Macdowall and William Macdowall were the 16th and 17th lairds respectively. During the 17th century, they were members of Parliament for Wigtonshire. William and his wife, Grizel Beaton, had 14 children. Their grandson, James Macdowall, became Lord Provost of Glasgow. The 21st Macdowall Laird was an advocate at the Scottish Bar and was elected to Parliament. From 1783 to his death in 1810, he served in the House of Commons at Westminster. He was succeeded by his nephew, William, who sold the clan lands of Garthland but transferred the name to his estate at Lochwinnock, Renfrewshire. He and his brother died unmarried and the title passed to Lieutenant General de Macdowall. At the end of the 19th century, the chiefly family of Macdowall emigrated to Canada. Lesser status Macdowalls were among those who were recruited by the English for plantations in Ireland in the early 18th century, and many settled there. Clan chief. Today, Fergus Macdowall of Garthland is the chief of the name and arms. Clan castles. Barcastle, Garthland, Lochwinnock, Renfrewshire is the present seat of the chief of Clan Macdowall. Garthland Castle was located near Garthland Mains, Stony Kirk, Rhines of Galloway, Wigtonshire, Dumfries and Galloway, Scotland. The castle was possibly built in 1211, as a date stone bearing that date has been discovered within the Garthland Mains estate. The castle was seat of the family of Macdowall of Garthland. Logan Castle. In 1295 the Macdowall family were granted lands in the Kirkmaiden, Wigtonshire area by King John Balliol, son of the half-sister, Ervigilla, and built a stronghold at Castle Balsiland, which apparently burned down in about 1500. Today only the stump of one corner of this ancient castle still stands, as a spectacular ornament in the walled garden. The family moved to another residence close by, before building the current Logan House in AD 1702. In about 1800 a walled kitchen garden was built to service Logan House, incorporating the remains of Castle Balsiland. James Macdowall, Laird of Logan, married Agnes Buchan Hepburn, and Agnes passed on her love of gardening to her sons, Kenneth and Douglas. In 1949, after about 700 years, the Logan estate passed out of Macdowall family hands. Branches of the clan. The main branches of the clan include the Macdowalls, anciently at Garthland Castle, Stony Kirk, Wigtonshire, shown on AC 1747 military map at. The present seat is at Barcastle, Garthland, Lochwinnock, Renfrewshire. The Macdowalls of Froy, Stony Kirk, Wigtonshire. The Macdowalls of Logan, Kirkmaiden, Wigtonshire. The Macdowalls of Macremore. Macremore is 3 miles SE from Glenluce. Uchted Macdowall of Macremore Isabel Gordon and they had a charter of the lands of Macremore, the 7th of July 1516. In 1576 Peter Macdowall was FIR of Macremore, Glenluce. In AD 1606 there were 2 charters of Cruggleton Castle, Sorby, and the contiguous lands to James Kennedy and Jane Agnew his spouse. One from Peter Macdowall of Macmore, Old Luce, Wigtonshire, who seems to have been in actual possession under Sir John Vans, as superior. The second from Dominus Johanni Worcester, Longcastle, Miles, signed Barn Barrage, who was superior, confirmed the above the 23rd of September, 1606. After Peter Macdowall of Macmore disbanded Cruggleton Castle in 1606, the barony faded out. In 1626 Alex Macdowall of Macmore, Wigtonshire, sold Fisgal in Glaston in Wigtonshire. This Macmore in Wigtonshire became the property of the Earl of Stair of nearby Cinnamness Castle. The Macdougalls of Makerston, Jedburgh. Sir Fergus Macdougal, Macdow by charter knighted by King David II, witnessed a charter to Thomas Macdowall, head of the name, granting him the family baronies in Wigtonshire. Clan profile. Chiefly arms. The current chief's coat of arms is blazoned: azure, a lion rampant, argent, crowned of a ducal coronet or supporters, 2 lions rampant, each gorged of an antique crown or crest. A lion's paw raised and erected proper, holding a dagger point upwards proper, hilted and pommelled or motto, Vencia vel mori. The motto translates from Latin as to conquer die. The chief's heraldic standard is blazoned: azure US and Andras cross argent in the hoist, and of 2 tracts azure and argent, upon which is depicted the badge 3 times along with the motto Vencia vel mori in letters azure upon 2 transverse bands or clan members' crest badge. The crest badge suitable for members of the clan contains the chief's heraldic crest and motto. The crest is a lion's paw raised and erected proper, holding a dagger point upwards proper, hilted and pommelled or. The motto is Vencia vel mori. Origin of the surname. The surname Macdowall and its variations are anglicised forms of the Gaelic Macdubhaial, meaning son of Dubhaiall. The Gaelic personal name Dubhaiall means dark stranger. Branch families, septs and other spellings connected to Macdowall. Coil, Dole, Dougal, Dougal, Oil, Dow, Dowdle, Duel, Duel, Dowler, Dowling, Dougal, Duval, Dewall, Kyle, McTwell, McDill, McDowell, McDool, McDougal, McDougal, McDool, Macdowall, Macdowell, McDool, McDowell, 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 Macdowell, McDowell, McDowell, MacDougal, Macdowell, McDowell, Imgo Wall, McCathurl, Tartan.